stand for nothing, fall for everything. I am Alexander Hamilton. I was born January 11th, probably in the year 1755. I was lied to about my true birth year, so it's unknown. I was born in Charlestown, Nevis, in the British West Indies. My parents were James Hamilton and Rachel Levian. My parents were never truly married. Because of this, I wasn't allowed to attend school. So, I was secretly homeschooled by my mother, who taught me to read and write. My father left my family when I was only 10. 2 years later, my mother became sick and died. I was living on my own, out on the streets, until a merchant named Thomas Stevens took me in. I worked as his clerk and learned many things about business. When I was 15, I wrote to my father about a hurricane that happened on the island. With my permission, it was published in a newspaper. Leaders were so impressed with my work, they agreed to send me to New York to be educated at King's College. Sadly, my time was cut short due to the Revolutionary War. The British Army had taken control of New York City. I decided to fight with the Patriots in the war and joined the New York militia. I served as one of the officers during the Battle of White Plains. My abilities were noticed, and I was offered to be Washington's right-hand man. I helped write and send letters, and also managed communications throughout the war. I was often getting involved in diplomacy and intelligence. As the war was ending, I again wanted to command a fighting unit. Washington did eventually give me command of a battalion of light infantry. My command played a great role in the victory of the siege of Yorktown, which helped end the war. After the Revolution, I left the Army and married Elizabeth Schuyler, daughter of General Philip Schuyler. I also studied for 6 more months before becoming a lawyer. Elizabeth and I had 8 children. One, Philip Hamilton, died in a duel. I was then chosen to be the first Secretary of the Treasury. I ended up writing 51 of the 85 essays in the Federalist Papers. There was then a new president election after Washington had stepped down and John Adams had his term. My political enemy, Thomas Jefferson, was running. So was Aaron Burr. It was a tie and it was my vote to decide who won, and I voted for Jefferson. Burr was furious. He challenged me to a duel and I accepted his challenge. The duel was held at the same place where my son had been shot and killed in his duel. I aimed my pistol at the sky and missed. Burr didn't. I was shot and by the next day was dead. I died on July 12th, 1804, in New York, New York.